Do you ever feel like sometimes there's just points at which life walks right up to you, kicks you in the lady balls, and then walks away like it's no big deal? And you're just standing there flabbergasted, like, why'd you do that? And life just looks behind it and is like, 'cause I can. And you're just stuck with sore lady balls, wondering why in the world life just did that to you. Let's get started. So let's start from the beginning. My name is Shelbie. So I have had seizures since right around puberty. They started when I was about 14, 15, and I will be turning 30 in just a couple weeks. So I have had seizures for about 15 years. They were really bad at the beginning when they were uncontrolled. The medicine I was taking wasn't working. I got on a different medicine and it's been working. Until a couple months ago, my seizures just increased like crazy. I was having them sometimes every week, sometimes twice a week, which for me and my seizures, that hasn't happened since I was in high school. Before a couple months ago, when they started really revving up, I had one a year, maybe. So it's been tough. It's not fun when health issues in general are hard to deal with. Health issues that involve your brain, which is really still not a completely understood area of the body in terms of medicine and just medical understanding. There's a lot of things that the brain does that we still don't really understand. So when you have something wrong with your brain, it's really scary. So I went to my neurologist, who is Dr. Williamson in South Carolina. I'm really only telling you his name because if you have seizures and you need an amazing doctor that will sit down with you and give you all the time in the world, it's him. Every doctor I had before him gave me 15 minutes, and if we didn't cover everything in 15 minutes, they don't really care. I have memory issues. I've been fired from jobs because I can't remember some of my tasks that I need to do. And when you only have 15 minutes with a doctor, you're not going to touch on any issues that you're having. You're not going to get to the root of any problems. It's just going to be blood pressure, weight, height, here's your medicine, and out. You're not really touching on anything, which can be kind of nice because it lets you believe that nothing is wrong. Because I went to the doctor, they didn't say anything, so there must not be anything wrong. Whereas when you have a doctor who's actually dedicated to your health, they're dedicated to your health and they're dedicated to making sure that you are healthy. And if you're in a position like I am, where you're having more seizures, they're gonna try to get to the root of the problem instead of just ignoring it, which is what they should do. But I kind of just want to ignore it and pretend like it's not happening, which is not an adult way to manage your problems, but it is the easiest way. Just pretend like it's not an issue. So, in my last appointment with Dr. Williamson, we went over brain scarring and how over time the seizure activity that's still going on in your brain, regardless of whether or not you've had a seizure, essentially like the ticking that's happening in your brain. It's kind of like a ticking time bomb, and it's creating scarring that could eventually lead up to more seizures. So there's a lot of people that have seizures and they don't have them for like 10 years, and then suddenly just out of nowhere they start having more, and it's, from my understanding, because of brain scarring. So that could also be causing the memory issues that I've been dealing with for some time now. Memory issues are another one of those things that I have tried to pretend like isn't happening. My grandpa had Alzheimer's, and there's times when I feel like I will too, but like in my 30s. Whereas my grandpa was in his 70s or 80s. I feel like I could be headed down that road, but it could be happening to me 40 years ahead of time. So obviously that's a very scary thing to think about. And it's easier just to not think about it. But I've been not thinking about it for quite some time, and it is time to actually do something about it and get it looked at. So, this is hard. So I've been scheduled to see a neuropsychologist, which in and of itself, that's just a scary word. I don't want to go see a neuropsychologist. I don't want to need to see a neuropsychologist. And if you're wondering what that is, I have the definition for you. I was prepared. Okay. There's a couple definitions. All of them are real and kind of scary. So, a neuropsychologist is a psychologist who specializes in understanding the relationship between the physical brain and behavior. So, memory. Why would someone see a neuropsychologist? Most people see a neuropsychologist when their primary care doctor or other specialist refers them to one. Often, the referring doctor suspects a brain injury or condition which is affecting the person's ability to think and remember information, cognitive functions, emotions, or behaviors. So, what really gets me in that description is 2 words: brain injury. I don't want to have an injury to my brain. Who does? I don't even want to have an injury to my knee. I don't want to have an injury to my fingernail. Like, I don't want to have any injury. The fact that I am going to see a specialist for brain injuries it's a little much. It's a little scary. I've had seizures for 15 years. I'm pretty much a pro at this point. When I first started having them, they said, you might just die before you even graduate high school. And, I'm used to getting bad news or scary news or just news you don't really want to hear. I think it's just the fact that it hasn't happened for a long time. And things were going so well. It kind of puts you on a pedestal of false hope. And it allows you to think that things are fine. And when you have doctors that only give you 15 minutes, you get to tell yourself that you went to the doctor and they found nothing. And that you're fine. But when you have a doctor who gives you so much time, he's really able to dig into any issues that you're having. You're not able to just fake lie to yourself that you're fine. You're faced with confronting the issues that have been there the whole time that you've just kind of been putting off, which is what I've been doing. And yeah, so that's where I'm at. So I just, like an hour ago, scheduled the appointment with the neuropsychologist. I was already a little nervous to be making this appointment, as you can tell. When I was talking to her, she said, her being the receptionist, she said, oh, okay, yeah, we're gonna have some testing to do, blah, 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 blah. I don't know what these tests are gonna involve, but when I told her, or when she gave me the options for time to set up my appointment, she said, this will be a 3-hour appointment, so make sure you've got your day cleared. I was like, so it's not just, a doctor's appointment that you're kind of in and out, or even in an hour and out. They need to do 3 hours worth of testing on my brain. That's a lot. I don't know 100% what these tests will include. I've never done this before, so I don't know what I'm getting myself into. I don't know what life has gotten me into. I know it walked up this morning, kicked me in the lady balls, and said, "Have fun today." So yeah. Maybe after all this, I'll have some answers as to why I was having more seizures. They've kind of cooled down, but maybe I'll have a little bit more of an idea. And maybe they'll have some answer as to my memory issues. I don't know. But that is where I am at right now. It's a little life update for you. A little life update for me. I will fill you guys in on what happens at this appointment, what kind of tests they run in those 3 hours that I'm going to be there. I hope they have snacks. I am over here just snotty and teary because I'm nervous. But ultimately, there are worse things in life, and this is all just part of having seizures, which apparently is my path in life. Whether I agree with it or not is what I have to deal with. And in the end, get through it, do it, get it done, and go about your day and do whatever you need to do. Stuff like this in life is not easy to deal with. But everyone has hard things to deal with, including me, and this is just where I'm at. It's not fun, but it will end at some point, and I'll get through it. Just like when they told me when I was just a baby that, you might not live through high school, and even though at that point in time I didn't say the F word, that's basically what I said. F that. You're not gonna kill me that early. And I still have that mindset. F that. You're not gonna kill me that early. So, gonna go do this. Gonna go do 3 hours of testing and come back, and I'll update y'all on how it's going and where it went and why it needed to be 3 hours long, and just the conclusions that the doctor came to. We'll get through it. So I just wanted to give you all a little bit of a life update. If you're going through anything that's scary or challenging, or you just wish that you could pretend like it doesn't actually exist, I get it. I am here for you. and we can get through these challenges together. So if you are going through hard things like this, just know that you've got someone here who's thinking about you, praying for you. And if you could do the same for me, I'd really appreciate it. And we'll come out on the other side of these challenges a stronger, better person. So I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day and a wonderful, wonderful week. And I will see you next Friday at 11. Bye.